A generational talent with potential to succeed Wayne Rooney and Robin van Persie scored a goal in his senior Man United debut, endorsed by Leo Messi himself. This isn't a ChatGPT description of Marcus Rashford. This is a story about another Man United striker who was destined for big things but ended up in England's lower divisions. And Rashford has something to do with it. Before we fully unveil the main character of this episode, let us ask you a favor. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon. This is FOOTGRAM, and here we tell you some of football's most unusual stories. Shall we begin? James Wilson was once regarded as a top talent in Man United's youth ranks. He was even selected for the Backed by Messi Adidas campaign that saw hot gems around the world receive new Messi boots. Aged 18, Wilson dazzled on his Premier League debut, scoring 2 beautiful goals in a 3-1 win over Hull City in May 2014. Interim manager Ryan Giggs lavished the praise upon the striker. He is a natural goal scorer, but he's got more to his game than that. He can run at people, he's got pace, and he's clever. Giggs wasn't offered the permanent United job, but stayed on at Old Trafford as a Louis van Gaal assistant. That change didn't affect Wilson. The Dutchman believed in Wilson too. In fact, Danny Welbeck and Chicharito were let go, so Wilson could have a clear path to the starting 11. Meanwhile, Wilson's prominence in the first team was growing. He made 17 senior appearances and scored 2 goals in 2014-2015. Louis van Gaal believed in me and played me as much as he could, confirmed Wilson years later. A loan move was in everyone's best interest, though, and a half-a-season spell at Brighton saw Wilson find the target, a respectable 5 times in 25 championship games. But who knows how his career at Old Trafford would have developed if he hadn't gone. Because just as he joined Brighton, Man United got hit by an injury crisis. Louis van Gaal was left with no options up front for the Europa League clash against Danish club Midtjylland. Anthony Martial was meant to play but got injured in the warm-up. The only remaining option was 18-year-old Marcus Rashford. Van Gaal took a gamble and was rewarded with a brace from Rashford on his Man United debut. 3 days later, Rashford scored against Arsenal, and by the end of the season, he managed twice as many goals as Wilson had in 2 years' time. As Rashford burst into the scene, getting into United's starting 11, things got more complicated for James Wilson, and if the competition against his amazing peer wasn't enough, he suffered an ACL injury while on loan at Derby County and missed a year. Wilson cursed his luck years later. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone on loan, and while I was there, Rashford came through. I came back and never got that chance again. Injuries were also a big thing. Losing precious years of development damaged Wilson as a footballer. He embraced more loan opportunities but couldn't hit double figures, though he finally stayed injury-free. The nadir came when League Two side Salford City didn't offer Wilson a new contract. But Wilson's isn't a sad story, at least we'd love to think so. The former Man United prodigy found his place at Port Vale. In 2021-2022, he scored 15 times in all competitions, helping the team get promoted to League One. He hasn't been as prolific in the third flight, but he keeps playing professional football in League One. In May 2023, he left Port Vale when his contract expired, but shortly rejoined, and every once in a while he scores, reminding everyone of his talent. You know, we often see a footballer's career as the pinnacle of success, but for every Marcus Rashford there are dozens James Wilsons. For every James Wilson there are thousands who couldn't make it to the professional level at all. In October 2022, Wilson shared the following message on social media. Today is World Mental Health Day. I, like so many others, have a constant battle with myself. If you're reading this and struggling, please know that you're not alone. There is always a way out of even the darkest of times. And why don't we finish this episode on this uplifting note? Check out other videos on the channel and see you there.